welcome on the first day of December. Good to see you all. Looking like it's going to be an interesting day. A couple of good little moving stocks that are going on. I think a lot of you guys have been benefiting from this ALT, right? How many here a little bit? Anybody be trading that ALAT? Wow, what a nice little pop on that stock. Big buyer showed up right around this $4.20 right here. And after that, thing just went skyrocketing almost like $2. Good to see you. Linda, new trial member in the cyber group room. Welcome aboard. Good to see you all. Alex, good to see everybody. All right, everyone. So a couple of good things happened yesterday. Pre-market was off the charts again. And I don't know if anyone saw my reel that I did on Instagram, but the VVOS was a phenomenal run up. I just want to bring that up because I want to show you what happens with these stocks. So anyway, that stock had a very crazy run up. You could see there, that was a big run from Wednesday. Started in the pre-market, really cheap, hovered right around $12, ran to about 18. Sucker ran all the way to about 48. Was a phenomenal, had a couple of good moves, but you could see that this was a short squeeze. We saw it coming. We know how to trade short squeezes. I know you guys, students, were in the in class with Josh yesterday, and we did cover a lot of level 3 and time and sales. And you know what? You could get scared at it, but when you get better at it, you'll know how to trade these. That stock was a phenomenal run, but that wasn't the real big thing that I want to talk about. There was a lot of crazy good run up. Then we had another one that did it yesterday, which was SNGX. I mean, right out of the gate at 9:30, this thing just popped from about 60 cents, got halted, went to $1.10, shot up to about $1.90, came back down. Obviously, you know where I'm going with this, right? You know, the time when to trade, when not to trade. Everyone out there watching on YouTube and Facebook and everything. So that one did exactly that. But it was a nice, cheap, inexpensive stock. SNGX. Snapchat was also pretty good yesterday, but then she kind of died. Had a really nice big move early, and then just kind of a little slingshot right here. Snap did well. AMPE was another great run-up yesterday. Look at this stock. This was a stock that ran in the afternoon. You can see here at 4:30. You know, we have two very valuable times when we do our events. We do one at 9 a.m., which is right now, and then the afternoon. I'll show you it again, okay? The green is the best times. The red is the worst times, and blue is the quiet time. So that one worked out pretty well right there. You could see how we had a nice little run on that one. Stock ran from $3.30 all the way to $7. What a beautiful trending stock right there. Nice little run. What else we have? We had a couple other ones too. SMFL was also a nice little short squeeze. Another $2 stock to $5. AGRI, another short squeeze, another $1 to about $3 and came back down. And last but not least, IMNM, that was all right. That thing gapped up huge in pre-market. It's just a great runner-up. You can see it right here. A lot of you guys did really well in the pre-market on that one. And then after that, it kind of like died. And you should have been done just on that alone. So it was a shockingly very active, lot of stocks moving yesterday in the in the early mornings. Now, regarding about the market, listen, the market was moving up pretty nicely yesterday. We were up about 300 points or some crap like that. Huge run up. You can see here on the Dow, what a great run up. But you know what's crazy? I was looking at some of the stocks that were moving yesterday, some of the brand names. Tesla didn't go up. What we had right here. What else we got up here? Google didn't go up. A lot of things didn't go up. Microsoft didn't really go up other than that. It did move a little bit with the market. I mean, a lot of the brand at Amazon, you know, I'm just bringing some of the last minute things, but these things did pop, I guess, right at the end, but they didn't have that big run up that I thought they were going to have with the market. It must be other stocks that are moving that made those Dows that move. But the S&P and everything else, this is where you got to be a little cautious, okay? So obviously good news did come out around 3:30. That's what you could see what happened there. But going into December, I just want to give you a heads up. I'm out of all my swing trades. I mean, I got my investments, long terms, whatever, but we are at a major resistance levels. S&P is at 4,600. The Dow Jones right now is just kind of broke through that big resistance levels right here. That's probably where you got that pop right there. But I'm a little skeptical right now. It's Friday. It's the first day of the month. December, people are trying to close out their positions, their tax, take care of tax stuff for 2023, get into 2024. A lot of mutual funds and hedge funds, they're all going to be doing that right now. Even some of you, probably your accounts are on the phone with you and telling you that. So it's a really kind of weird month to trade, but it's a great time to learn. So there's no better time to jump in the cyber group. By the way, if you're watching on social media, like we always say, take your phone. You got that little QR code on the top left-hand side. If you want to join our trading room, you're more than welcome to join us. And you can see what we do all day long with our traders. So please go out there and make sure you like us and friend us. Now, let's go over what's moving this morning, because this morning we had some really, really nice moves. I was actually quite shocked. First of all, there's this one stock that just got halted. Oh, did it open up? I'm not getting any quotes right now on level 2, so it must be a penny stock. If you don't get any level 2 quotes, that means the stock is not on the NASDAQ National. But you can see, my God, it's getting crushed right here. Look at that, $4. It was all the way up to about 11. I'm just looking at time and sales right here. So I don't know what the story with this stock is. I'm probably not going to know until the market opens up, but it is up around 200% right now, NEXI. And we'll go out there. We'll find out in the news. We'll go to our buddies over there at Benzinga. We'll check out the news on that, and we'll share it with you guys. But the real nice mover this morning was the ALT. So what a nice little pop right here. Yesterday it was on 320. It shot up to about $5. Yeah, I don't know if that was probably earnings. It looks like maybe an earnings play. But this morning, it moved great. You could see how it started around 8 o'clock this morning at 420, ran to 520. Now, regarding about orders, I got a couple of orders that are showing up right here. Why is this thing freezing up on me? It's starting to freeze up on me. There we go. I hate when it does that. So we got a big seller right here around 6. It's not huge. You know, it's not really that big. It's about 15,000, 5,000. So right around $6. It's having a tough time breaking it. So you could see how it hit it there, right here. And it kind of like backed off right there. That has a lot to do about that big order out there. If he releases it or he gets executed, which we cover in class, I mean, there was somebody at 7, which is $1 away, but he just pulled his order. But that's the stock we really want to keep an eye on this morning. I know a lot of you already jumped on it in pre-market. Once again, if you're on social media, you can always come and join us and see how we trade it early in pre-market. But that one's going on a watch list. And always remember, like yesterday, it's never too late to trade. The market's not even open yet, only for us traders that have access to pre-market. This stock I also found this morning. I was looking at, there's nothing really going on. This is what you're talking about, crap. You know, you could see that there are buyers here at $1.10, $1.20, not really going anywhere. It did trade 6 million shares. It is a cheap stock. It did have a short squeeze. If you remember, if you go back to your journals, students, we did trade this stock back in May. It ran from $3 to almost 14 bucks, and it did that a couple of times. So it is going on my list, okay, because who knows? It might be quiet now, and it could be that, you know, that sleeper. We've traded it. We know how it trades. We put it on the watch list. This stock got destroyed. Okay. I don't know what happened to this thing. This thing got hammered. It was, I don't know. Did you ever see a $10,000 stock end up being at $10? So that must be a reverse stock split. But you know what? It's up today, and that thing is down about, could you imagine owning a stock at 11 and it goes to 10,000 next year? I don't know. Have we ever seen that before? I don't think we ever seen that before. But you know what we have seen before? We've seen a $10,000 stock go to $10, and you're seeing one right now. But you know, I'm a big bottom fishing person. I love stocks like this. Who knows? It might come back. It might get a little bit of a push here. So let's put it on our watch list. PIXY. Who knows? Maybe they can, you know, listen, it's up 30%, 300,000. It's number 4 on the list. Why the hell not? What else we got going on here? This one right here was a nice little trader. We traded this last couple of days. It had a good move. CMNX. It's moving up okay. It's a medicine stock, so it must be a pharmaceutical stock. It's up about 25%. 1.6 million already traded. Spread's a little wide, though, on that CMND. Listen, you know how we feel about Fridays, okay? And especially today's the first day of the pay period. Nobody likes to get super nuts. But we're already at 24%. And number 7, that means there's a lot of stocks that are moving on a day like today. We just need volume. This one's 12%. Ultra. This stock is, wow, this one's up today. Wow, made it number 10 on the list, up $50. Good for Ultra. I think that's I don't know if I remember correctly, if my memory, but I think that's a makeup company, one of the biggest in the world. Anyway, well, it's trading at 400, so it has to be, right? Let's check out the losers. What's happening here? This is another one that we saw yesterday getting destroyed. Yeah, it's a beauty supply. So, wow. So I guess it is cosmetics. So I remember. Okay, there you go. This one's getting crushed, but just when you think like you own at 100, the thing can't go any lower, and that's what happened. But it had a nice little move a couple of days ago, but we're not going to be trading that one. New York Stock Exchange, you don't get too much into New York. I saw this one, PAPL. You know, it's an IPO. It's new. It's up a little bit this morning. It had a big pop around 8 o'clock this morning, right to 320, back down to $1.40. Do I have it up here? Yeah, I have it on level 4. What do I got going on here? Okay, so there was nothing that explained why it came down around 8 o'clock, but we are getting some channeling going on between 2 and we're getting this $1.50. A lot of, I mean, not a lot of big iceberg orders, but it did trade 1.2 million shares. I'll put that on the watch list. PAPL could be another sleeper. Anything else out there? This one has some good volume, $22 stock. I'm not going to get too crazy. All right. So we've got a couple of good stocks out there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Anything else, anyone? Anyone else? We're missing in the trade. Missing. I think that pretty much does it. So I'm going to post this. So if you're watching on social media, I'll put this list on our Twitter. And, obviously it's going to be posted in our alert service system in the cyber group room. So you guys are going to get it first if you don't write it down fast enough. Just remember, everyone, today is Friday. Don't get too cocky. Don't get too greedy. And, just try to make your days pay. I know you had a crazy week this week. I mean, listen, we get once, twice a week, we get these 200, 800% movers. So listen, if you missed them, don't worry about it. We'll get another one next week. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are always the best days to trade. But just make sure you go into your classes. Just be careful on your swing trades, and some of you on your options trades. All right, everyone? Thanks, everyone. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. We'll go live in about 15 minutes. Once again, if you're on social media, you can always join us. Click on that little link or take your phone, scan that QR code on the top left-hand corner. You can come and join our trading room and be there all day. All right. See why we've been around for 30 years and the most popular and the most well-named brand in the trading community. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll see you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere.